about the basis of different basis of market segmentation, that is consumer, that is product oriented, people oriented. On the basis of all this market segmentation, that is either can be demographic, geographical, behavior, psychographical, those approaches of market segmentation we have studied, and effective market segmentation criteria. Now today's video we will study about the evaluating and selecting of market segmentation. So let's begin. Evaluating and of market segmentation, that is first on the segmentation on the size and growth, segmentation on the structural attractiveness, company objectives and resources. In every segmentation is mainly done by selecting of different segmentation, selection of done and evaluation of the first segmentation is done. No doubt segmentation is done. Segmentation is done. Then what is the targeting product target? How the company will target target its particular goal. Then portioning and differentiation. This is our topic. We will study about detail what is portioning and differentiation. In today's video, we will study about the size and growth, structural attractiveness, and objective and company objective and resources. What the company's objectives and resources are there. So let's begin. First one, just a brief review. Evaluating market segmentation, that is segment size and growth potential, that is sales, profitability and growth rates. Here the size and the growth potential we see, that is sales, profitability and growth rates. Segmentation, segment structure, attractiveness, that is competition, a substitute product, the product which are similar to our product. When we launch a particular soap in a, we will see that other competitors are or other product is there just similar to our product, so that the structural attractiveness or sub plus point or advantages we should have to sell that product. Then buyer and supply power uses new that is buyer and supply power, that is the power 5 Porter's 5 force. Then company objectives and resources, that is core competence, what the business do we want to be in, what the business objectives, what the business do to be run in the long lasting. Whenever we start a business, we think about it should the product should be demanded in the market, and the company or business should run in the long run. We should be in the competition, whether we have to adopt a change in every changing environment, we have to adapt the different types of change. This is called as company objectives and resources. These are the main features, the evaluating and market segmentation. First one, it is size and growth, then structural attractiveness, we will study about this, and the company objectives, resources. Then first one, size and segment size and growth. The company must first collect and analyze the data of current sales or current segment state, growth rate and profit, expected profit of various segments. It will be interested in segments that have right size and growth characteristics, but right size and growth is relative matters. What is the right size? Size means what is the growth rate, what are the expected sales, and how much the profit, the growth of profit is there because of a particular segment. We see in this what are the detailing, what we have sold, high growth rate or high profit margin, whatever we got from that, we'll see in this market segment size and growth. First evaluation method, how the evaluation is done for market segment. The largest and fast growing segments are not always the most attractive one for every company. The smaller company may lack the skill and resources needed to serve large segment, or they may find this segment too competitive. Such companies may target the segment that are smaller and less attractive in a absolute sense, but at the potential more profitable for them. Whenever viewpoint of everyone is to of the company which is run in the large scale or large competitor or heavy or a big companies, their segmentation method is different. And when we compare to smaller companies, their segmentation methods are different, and the size and the growth for company, even if there's some segmentation for uh, comes under laws for a big company, they can cover it by other segments. But for the small company, even if the profits are there for the small segment, but they have to see that, make sure that other segments also get profits also. Absolute said that the potentials are more profitable for them. They even there is a profit in smaller segment, they have to make sure that in entire every segment they should be a profitable and it is attractive to customers. More of this, the size of and growth of segment depends upon the sale growth rate and expected profit. These are the key points. Next, segment structural attractiveness. The company also need to examine major structural factors that affects the long-run segment attractiveness. For example, a segment is less attractive if it is already contain many strong and aggressive competitors. The segment which have more competitors, there are more competition of the product in the market, then those kind of segment is less attractive. The existing of any actual or potential substitute goods may lead price and profit and can be earned in segment. The relative power of buyer also affect the segment attractiveness. Relative power of buyer, then the five force model, Porter's five force of model, we will study about that. The study with the strong bargaining power related to the seller will try to force the price down, the demand more service and set competitive against one another. All at the expense of the seller's profitability. Finally, a segment may be less attractive if it contains powerful suppliers who can control price or reduce the quantity or quality or quantity of the order of goods and service. See here, first it is the segment is less attractive if it already contains a strong and aggressive competitor. No doubt, when there is a strong and aggressive competitors, there is the segment will flex action. In even there is a potential substitute goods, they may also limit the profit. If there is a product in the market which is similar to our product, then also the product has less attractiveness and profit can be earned, and minimum profit can be earned. If we have to remain in the market and achieve all the potential consumers, then we have to make a product in such a way that have to overcome the other products. The relative powers of buyers also affect the segment attractiveness. The relative powers of the buyers also affect the segmentation. Buyer with a strong bargaining power relative to sellers will try to force down the price. Bargaining power, they will also have, they also make us to make the price down or demand of or more service. Then buyers power of bargaining there and set competition, they are also important. Even last point we can see, even the buyers we have seen what the buyers power are there. Then see the supplier powers, how the supplier who can control the price or reduce the quality or quantity of the ordered goods, he has the power also. Even the supplier has also the power to reduce the quantity or quality of the product. So structural segment attractiveness, it is well defined by Porter's five force of model. That is, first power of a buyer, what is the power of a buyer, then power of suppliers, then the person who supplies raw material. Buyer means one who purchases our goods. The thread of substitutes means of product which is similar to our product. Then thread of new entries, something a new product launched in the market and the value of the present product will completely diminish. This kind of a new trends. Then industrial rivalries, when there is a competition, there are industrial rivalries also. Then we will see our next, that is company objective and resource. Even if a segment has a right size and growth in its structure attractiveness, the company must consider its own objectives. First one, it is own objectives and resources. Some attractive segments can be dismissed quickly because they do not mesh with the company's long run objectives, or the company may lack the skill and resources needed to succeed in the attractive segment. First, the objective of a company to run in a long term segmentation should be done on the basis that which have been done to achieve long-run objectives and attractive segment. For example, in a given economic condition, the economy segment of automobile market is large and growing. Automobiles mean cars and all, that is large and growing. But given it is objectives and resources, it have very little sense of luxury performance car makers, that is BMW, to enter this segment. Even making an objective of objective and resources, it is very little sense for luxury performance car makers to enter this kind of hobby. When we have different types of order and luxury car enter in this segment, it is do not bring a brand value. The cars which have BMW, they have separate market for them, and or type of particular type of consumer only purchase that type of hobby. Not the all people go and purchase. A company should enter only segment in which it creates superior customers value and gain advantages of competition. BMW don't come BMW cars, they don't have much ads, even the ads also in TV. But when you see other cars, that is Maruti or Tata, they have much ad, but to attract those type of customers also, BMW don't have that much ads on TVs also. I think in once in a 1 year or one ad or two ad, more of that. But other cars or automobiles, they have so many ads. In every month they are launching one or more than one ads. When we come to Maruti, Hyundai, they have more ads. Then a BMW had superior customer value and gain advantages over the customers. They had it had created its own brand. How and those people will produce only purchase those products. It has competitive or advantage and superior customer values. With this, we will end our today's video. In the next video, we will study about selecting market segment, that is differential market segment, then undifferential and concentrated market segment. With this, we will end our today's video. Thank you.